Hello, 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 my name is Mario. I don't really have an intro and let's be honest, 2020 has been a weird year. It could easily be my weirdest year ever so far on this planet, and the same thing goes for a lot of other people as well, I believe. I'm about to be in an official lockdown for the second time this year, and since things can't really get any worse, I've decided to play Call of Duty Infinite Warfare multiplayer in 2020. And you guys might ask yourselves, dude, Mario, why are you doing this to yourself? And honestly, I don't even know anymore. It just seems like I don't want myself to be happy, which is why I'm doing stuff like this. Clearly, I just want to see myself suffer. So if you want to help this poor soul that I am out, then I'd appreciate it very much if you could like and subscribe, cause that is about the only thing about this video that's really gonna put a smile on my face. Now if you're ready for this train wreck of a video, then sit back, relax, and let's talk about Infinite Warfare in 2020. I did not think I would be saying this sentence this year, wow. Starting up the game almost took me back to 2017 and brought up all the memories of when this game was officially announced. If you've not been around back then, it was brutal. This game got absolutely slaughtered way before it was even released. The reason behind the slaughter was that people were just sick of the futuristic settings within Call of Duty, along with advanced movements like boost jumping. That whole phase obviously started with Advanced Warfare, then Black Ops 3 and Infinite Warfare took things another step forward by moving the setting into actual space and other planets, which was just a bit too much considering the community wanted to go back to a modern or past setting. So the reveal trailer for Infinite Warfare was just massacred with dislikes. And I just checked, and it is, believe it or not, the 16th most disliked video in all of YouTube. Can you freaking believe that? And not within gaming YouTube, but all of YouTube. With a staggering 3.9 million dislikes, the reveal trailer of IW has more dislikes than Friday by Rebecca Black, and that's just hilarious. At some points it wasn't even about the dislike for the trailer anymore, it just became a meme to dislike essentially. It was crazy back then and the game was therefore doomed from the start. Definitely let me know down in the comments if you've ever played Infinite Warfare. I want to get a bit of a conversation going about this game. Now in 2020, initially I was actually going into this entire thing surprisingly optimistic. Back in the day I hated this game and I didn't put much time into it, but I'm a Call of Duty fan and usually after not playing a title for a longer period of time, no matter how excruciatingly terrible it is, for a few games I always say, hey, this is kind of fun. And I was ready to say the same thing about IW, but I got slapped right in the face as I was sitting there waiting my ass off in the multiplayer lobby. I know it's an older game and player numbers aren't gonna be that high, but I immediately had a bad feeling about this, until like 10 or 15 minutes later I did manage to land myself a team deathmatch lobby. And I thought, cool, a chill TDM lobby, maybe some people like myself, just checking back in with a few older CODs while waiting for Black Ops Cold War to come out, it's all good, right? So I pick my go-to class from back in the day and I start boost jumping around. It all feels pretty good and smooth. That was until I got ran the F over by a group of guys who were flying at me like they haven't played anything else in the last 3 years. And these weren't just tryhards, no. These were diehards. These guys were better at boost jumping than me at regular walking. It got to the point where I didn't even know if people were hacking or not, cause I was running into guys with a 9 KD and an 80 win-loss record. Like, what? What are you doing and how is that even possible? Cause if you're like me and you're casually hopping back on the game after a bit of a longer break, you're not just dropping a 9 KD like it's nothing. I'm pretty decent at Call of Duty too, and that doesn't just happen. Some people on this game must have been grinding like hell to be playing like this. Or just hacking, you know, I couldn't really tell. But I can't sit here and tell you that I didn't have my moments while playing, because I did get into it. I didn't just get my ass kicked all the way through. I definitely had my moments. Yo, what the fuck is that? I swear I've never even seen this thing. What is that? Get out of here, what the I had my moments where I had fun, I'm not gonna lie about that. Eventually though, I realized that there's a reason why I didn't play much of this game. The main one being that in the long run, it's really not that entertaining. Especially when comparing it to Black Ops 3, which was the game before IW, you'll really see just how many steps backwards this game really took. I'm just picking out a few things, I'm not doing like a full-on review or anything, but the payload system, at least that's what I think it's called, has nothing on the specialist system. It's functioning in the same way pretty much with special weapons or abilities, but they just feel very forgettable, they don't have any personality and so on. The weapon variants are a completely different topic, with some of these legendary or epic variants being hilariously broken and overpowered. And to make things even more confusing and more unbalanced, they've also added these bright and colorful MK2 variants. Why? It's now been like 3 years and I still don't know what these are and how these even work. In my humble opinion, this is nothing but unnecessary and confusing, and was probably just added as an incentive for people to buy supply drops. I know I'm kinda complaining a lot, but this game really wasn't all that great, I'm sorry. But I'm gonna give them credit where credit is due, and that's with map design. Let me explain though. I'm not talking about the maps themselves, even though some of them were pretty good, especially some of the remakes of Dome or Terminal. What I mean is the game's design itself and how they created this Call of Duty world in space and on other planets. I think that's freaking impressive and not enough people are actually talking about that fact. And that holds up until today in 2020. You have to look at the world or the space of IW, you have to look outside of the maps and actually take in what they have created, because that's very impressive. Of course, myself and like 3.9 million other COD players are giving the game a lot of shit, but I can't help but wonder if Infinite Warfare was released at another time and under different circumstances, or if it wasn't called Call of Duty, that maybe it would have been received better. Maybe it would have had a proper chance instead of getting destroyed because players were just sick of boost jumping. And that's all just concerning multiplayer. We haven't even talked about campaign and zombies. Honestly, if you don't care about all the multiplayer stuff and you're thinking about getting the game now in 2020, or you just haven't really played it, the campaign is brilliant. It's so good. There are some huge actors involved as well, like Kit Harington. So I really recommend playing that, especially if the game's cheaper now or if there's an offer or something. Zombies in Spaceland can be kind of fun as well. It's sort of a not so serious take on zombies, so you might enjoy that even now in 2020. Personally, I haven't really played it that much, so you might want to make up your own opinion on that. And that really goes for everything I just talked about, even multiplayer. I know I sometimes enjoy talking crap a little bit too much for my own good, but at the end of the day it's all just my opinion only, and not everybody is gonna agree with what I say, and that's completely fine. So with that, I can slowly but surely wrap things up for this video. I was not expecting to be talking this long about IW. I thought I was gonna make a few stupid jokes about the 3.9 million dislikes and that's it. But I guess I did find a few things worth talking about, so now you know what Infinite Warfare is like in 2020. If you enjoyed this, then please hit the thumbs up button so I don't end up with 3.9 million dislikes myself. And if you want to watch more Call of Duty content just like this one, then you can also subscribe and ring the bell. It's all completely free and it helps my channel out a lot. You can also catch me outside of YouTube if that's your thing. You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at LevelUpMario. Guys, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate all the support and I will see you very, very soon.